But I feel like the relationship conversation is like very redundant. Um, and I feel like it definitely has a lot more importance, like to other people, like than it should, or compared to other topics, I guess you can say. But I feel like me, I could talk about it a little differently because like of my own personal experience with relationships, like romantically and platonically. Like I feel like other people have the same conversations because they have like the similar or same experiences. But I feel like with me is like obviously there's a lot of people that relate to like being older, even though I'm still young in turn, but older and like not experiencing relationships, like or not being good at them, I guess, like either or, like romantically or platonically. And I'm like, at 21, I am 21 with like no friends, and I have never been in a romantic relationship. Like, obviously, I've had situationships, even though I have a very, I don't even think it's unpopular, but like very strict opinion about situationships. Like, I don't ever say I'm in a situationship because I'm not a situation. Like, and if I'm giving time and energy to you, it's not just like a situation, I guess. So it's like I don't give my time and energy to like everybody, so I don't count it as no situationship. We were either like talking, trying to get to know each other, we were friends, or we were dating. Like that situationship, I don't do that shit. But I do feel like if I want to go with like how I feel like our generation or Gen Z generation, like how they do dating. Yeah, I've only like really done situationships or whatever, like casual things and like just talking to people. So when it comes to like relationships, I'm like, I am not good at them. I don't do them. I mean, I try to do them and they just don't work out for me. But I feel like, and it's for different reasons. I wouldn't blame it just on the people I try to date, but also on me. Like, I'm not really like a vulnerable, open, transparent person. So that obviously goes over to the relationships. Like, even though I don't think that's ever the reason why it doesn't work out, to be honest. Because I feel like most dudes, low key, when you give them less, they want more. Like, and then when you give them more, they don't want you anymore. Like, they want less. But, so even when I'm like not trying to like be like do it on purpose, is like dudes don't really have a problem with that. But I feel like when I do try to be vulnerable, open, transparent, it's like that's when shit get shaky, like shit get rocky, and it's like that makes no sense to me. But that's not the reason why I'm not like vulnerable or transparent. It's just like it's hard for me to do it. Like I just feel like, what do you need to be in my brain for? Like, like, or what do you need to know about my child? Even though it's so funny, like because I'm the opposite. Like I want to know everything about you, like what's in your brain, what your child is. I understand why, but like at the same time, I don't know. When it's like on me, I'll be like, why do you even need to know that? Like we're in the future, we're in the present. Like we don't need to be in the past. But like I get it, but it's like I don't know. For me, it's like I'll ask you a whole bunch of questions, but when it turn back on me, like I'll answer them and be honest, but I just won't be as transparent. Like you're not gonna get details, like or like my exact feelings or like my exact where my mindset is. I guess you can say, like I'll be honest, but I'm just not gonna be transparent. And I learned that recently. That well, I didn't learn recently, but I feel like I've always knew. But I like definitely come to terms with the fact that that is a difference. Like I am honest person. Like I'll tell you the truth, but like when it comes to like personal or even like me and what I feel, I guess I'm not. I'll be honest to a sense, but I'll keep it short and sweet and not be just fully transparent. And then some stuff I just don't even say. Like I'll be honest, but like I don't say like fully. Like I'll like cut it short. Like where it's just like I'm not even saying like full thing. So it's like I'm being honest, like what I'm saying, but it's like sometimes I feel like, oh, you don't need to know all of that extra shit, so I don't say it. But so yeah, when it comes to romantic relationships, I just feel like, and I just feel like nowadays, like men are just the dating pool has everything but what needs to be in it. Like it has pee, poop, throw up, discharge. It just has so much stuff in it, and it needs to have like love and communication and being loyal in it, being faithful in it. Like it just don't got nothing that is supposed to be in it. Like everything is like Ratatouille when I don't even know his name, but the chef made the soup at first and Ratatouille fixed it. We need to fix it, like so it can actually be good because it's giving the soup before Remy fixed it because that's what it's giving. That's what the dating pool is giving. And I don't want no parts, low key. I don't. Like I want a relationship, but it's like at the same time, like I just like dudes are confusing, like or people are confusing. Like I feel like I'm honest and like very straightforward when I date, even if I'm like not transparent or it takes me a while to like I guess open up and be 100% me. I'm still like my intentions and me being genuine. It's just my intentions are always gonna be genuine, like, and I'm always gonna be like straightforward and like very. I know what I want in a relationship. I know what I don't, but I just feel like that's worse. Like I feel like dudes out here don't want you to know what you want, like because they can't confuse you or they can't drag you along. Like if you know what you want, is like you're gonna demand it and stick from that, and like they don't know how to handle that. I feel like in a sense of, especially when you're young, I feel like they don't, because when I feel like obviously when men are young, it's like they don't know what they want. Like they don't know how to feel. They don't know what they think. They don't know nothing. Like not all men, but like a lot of men, like in their early 20s, they barely know how to clean themselves correctly. So with that being said, they damn sure don't know what they want, like in a relationship, at least in a way where they can also give it to you. Like, because I feel like it's not fair to like want something and then not be able to give it. Obviously, and like most men, in the words of Bell Hooks, most men obviously yearn for love, but they don't give it out. So I feel like, or don't know how to give it out. So it's just like, obviously when they're younger, it's like they don't really know what they want as much. So I feel like being younger and like a younger woman and kind of knowing what I want, like I know what I want in a guy, what I don't want, like what my like deal breakers are, like it's some stuff I'm not gonna go for. Like so it's just like dudes don't really know how to handle that. I feel like to me, like I just feel like it's very like I'm not a go with the flow type of person. Like I know what I want and I'm like I'm not about to sit here and wait for you to try to be that or like try to change to. It's not giving that. I'm sorry, I can't do that. But and also like I know what type of person I want to date, like not just in the sense of like what I want as far as like in a relationship as a whole, but like also like in the person I date. And I feel like a lot of men out here they're not that, like they're not what's in my head. Like for one, I feel like a lot of men are very ignorant, and I'm like I can't do that. Like I can't date a bigot, like, or at least somebody who like can't learn, like who's not open-minded to learn or like being wrong. Like because even me is like it's certain stuff where I'm like I feel like I'm right like 90% of the time, but but I know I'm not right on everything and I don't know everything. So I'm like, if you teach me something and I generally don't know, I'm open to learning it. Or if you're giving me a perspective that I generally didn't know on something, I'm open to hearing it. But if I feel like it's just straight ignorant, just based off straight, like, I guess how you grew up or what other people tell you, it's like I'm not really going to receive that. Because it's like you're not taking into account no evidence, no nothing. You're not reading. You're not reading anything. You didn't listen in class, in school. So it's just like, no. Even though they didn't really teach shit in school, but that's another topic for another day. But yeah, like, so that also comes with like a part of it where it's like hard for me to date because it's like like most men are a pass just based off that. And I'm like, I can't. It's hard out here. It's hard out here. And I just also feel like, yeah, everybody want to like, everything's focused on sex. Like, I honestly generally don't care about sex. Like, I'm not like, don't get me wrong. Like, I get to a point where it's like, oh, I crave it, I guess, in a sense. But I don't really care about it. Like, if I was told that I couldn't have sex for the rest of my life, like I would be okay. Like I feel like that would be very easy to not do, like at all. Like 'cause I just feel like I don't even be like wanting to have sex with these men out here. I just feel like most of them are like nasty. Like even if they're actually clean and actually get tested, it's like they still, it's just like I don't want to have sex with somebody who's having sex with a bunch of different girls, like who sees me as just like an object or something to get off to. Like I just like that is odd. I don't like that. So I'm like, yeah, I don't partake in like the hookup culture or shit. Even just like even when it comes to like dating, like I feel like people like they start having sex or like they become like sneaky links and then they start dating. I can't do that either. Like I don't think I could like just be having sex with you consistently, especially raw anything, and then being and then to go into a relationship, like or to see or hope that it goes into a relationship. Like no, I'm not doing that. And sometimes obviously like I've seen it work out for some people where it's like they obviously weren't intended for that, but I just know I wouldn't do that, like for real. Like I know I wouldn't be able to like really do that, like where we're like consistently having sex and it's like, oh, we're just kind of seeing where it goes. Like I said, I'm not a go with a flow type of person, at least like that. Like not with sex, I'm like no, because I already want that closeness and like intimacy, emotional intimacy before majority of the time before I even like could have sex with you, I guess. But then that also makes it worse. Like I see why some people do that because like I've been on the flip side where it's like, oh, you waited and like you were dating somebody you actually liked them and then you had sex with them and then like they played in your face or like it didn't work out. So it was just like, what did I even wait for? Like so I get it on both sides, but so yeah, dating is just I do want a relationship. I want to experience love like once, even if it's not like in a sense of like, oh, this is my forever person or we're gonna die together, this is my soulmate. I still want to experience it like real genuine love like before I die. But at the same time, I'm coming to terms with the fact that I'm like that may never happen. Like I may die before that's able to happen. Like it's plenty of people who have not experienced their person like romantically, and I'm like it's also a lot of people who are even older than me who are in their late 20s or 30s and have never experienced a relationship. So I'm like it's a really big possibility, especially the way the world going. Who knows, I may never experience it. So I'm coming to terms that that is okay, especially because I know I'm not gonna settle, especially in that area like romantically. Like it's not like a need, I guess. Like it is a want and a desire, but it's not a need for me to survive. So I'm not gonna settle for it. So yeah, we'll see if that happens. But and then when we talk about platonic relationships, I don't know, that I think is also because I don't put myself out there. That's why I don't really have friends. Like I have social anxiety and and I don't go up to people. I don't say anything to people for real. I mean, I've tried Bumble BF, but like if you know, that does not work for me. Like when I see it work for other girls, I'm like, I have the girls on there be playing. Like I be feeling like they be treating me worse than niggas. I'm like, I can't. Like y'all be treating me worse than dudes out here. Like I literally got ghosted more by a woman than like, let me not say that. I don't know. Yeah, like I'm like, girl, this. And I feel like also because I'm Bumble BF, I feel like a lot of the girls on there already have like a group of friends and already kind of have what you want. So it's like, why are they really gonna put the same amount of energy into it? Plus, I'm like, I don't want to have like I don't want to be like the side friend that you hang out with when your actual friends is like busy or don't feel like hanging out. Like, and I feel like on Bumble BF, I feel like that's what they be looking for, low key. Like I'm like they be having all of them be having like boyfriends and like or a group of friends. I'm like the ones I've seen on there, and I'm like they don't be. I feel like serious about actually finding like real friends. I feel like they just be wanting like filler friends, and I'm like I'm not doing that either. Same thing, even when they have boyfriends, it's like I feel like you just want somebody when you like you're tired of hanging out with your boyfriend, and it's like, but I don't know if you actually want like a genuine friendship. Like, so it's just like, if that makes sense. But I feel like, yeah, I've tried, and I actually hung out with like 2 people while Bumble BF, but like they weren't terrible experiences, but they obviously like didn't work out. So it's like, yeah, I don't know. It was like kind of awkward. One of the people I hung out with, but the other one, it was like, it was cool, but it just still just didn't work. And I feel like I've tried that a couple times, and I'm like, it just no. And also, I just like the girls low key be boring on there. So I'm like, yeah. And then meeting in person, it's just like girls don't really say nothing to me. Like, they might give me a compliment or something on my hair or just calling me pretty or whatever, but it's like never like anything beyond it. Like, so, and then I don't go up to them. And honestly, I've only been cool with like dudes like these past couple years, and I'm like, I hate that for me. Like, I hate that for me. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Like, because it go one or two ways. They gonna end up liking me. I'm gonna end up liking them. Not saying guys and girls can't be friends, but I just feel like me, it's like I hate it here. Like, I don't want to be just cool with dudes. Like, I actually want to stop trying to like be friends with men. Like, because it's just no. It's a no for me. Like, I give it a 3 out of 10. Like, my experience of like, and this is with different men like that I've tried to be cool with. It's like, you know. So yeah, and I feel like usually they end up liking me. Like, I don't really usually end up liking them. Like, if I'm just like strictly friends with you and it just started from being friends, like, they usually end up liking me. So it's just like, or being confusing, like, because I don't like where like they do like me or don't know if they like me, and then I don't know, it'd just be weird. I don't know, or they very much do, and then it's like it's just awkward now, or it's like that's all you're focused on. You're not even focused on like actually having a friendship with me. You're more focused on like having sex with me or like dating me or trying to see when I'm going to give you that chance. And it's like, yeah, this, I don't know, I'm tired of like being cool with friends, like with men. Like, it's just not giving for real. Like, like, it's not giving for real. Like, and I'm not even cool with like the dudes I have been cool with for the past couple of years, whatever, or try to be cool with in these last couple of years. So it's just like, I don't know. But also, like I said, I don't try. So I take accountability, at least for that. Like, I don't try, like, enough. Like, I have, but, like, I don't try enough, for real. And I don't try enough, like, in person. So, for either or, dating or, like, trying to make friends. But I definitely try for both. But, like, I don't know. I've never shot my shot, which I want to do at least once. Just cause, even if it don't, like, result to nothing, I want to just do it. Just to, like, get past that, like, anxiety feeling of doing it. I don't know. But yeah, we'll see if I, like, because obviously it's like, you know, people out be like, manifest, it's gonna come to you, da-da-da. I'm like, and when people say that, I just feel like you never really know if it's like actually gonna come to you or not. Like, I feel like people say that to try to make you feel better, and I'm like, I don't really need that, because you don't know, and I don't know if it's ever gonna happen for me, like, platonically or romantically, if I'm gonna have or create those relationships. But I mean, it's not like I don't think I deserve it, or like I think it's never gonna happen. I guess it's just more so like it's a possibility that it's not in my like story for it to happen for me, at least like in this lifetime. So I'm like, I'm trying to be content with that and just kind of like focus on me and like a life I want to create for myself. And if people come along, they do. If not, then that's just what it is. Like, but I don't like when people be like, oh, it's gonna happen, like you're gonna have your turn, or they're out there. I'm like, you don't know that. I don't know that. so unless you Raven Simone, then I don't know what to tell you, because you just, nobody knows. Like, because some people don't find their people or their person in their lifetime. So, and I think we just got to be okay with that and like give to ourselves and love ourselves and live life the best that we can, especially because we don't have those extra relationships to like pour into us. You got to pour like way more into yourself. So to kind of fulfill that void in a sense, like, so yeah.